Hello and good afternoon. It's that time again, Mal Plussers. I hope your week is off to a good start and you're all ready for today's Mal Plus Trivia Live. Are you ready, comfortable and with a cup of tea close by? Because it's almost time to get quizzing. I'm your host Melissa Hartzel and I'm welcoming both new and returning Mal Plus players with open arms. Hopefully you'll know by now, every weekday we're giving you the chance to win up to £1,000. All you have to do is answer all 10 questions correctly. Sounds easy enough, but some of them can be tricky. We've had some tough rounds of late, but that's not to say we'll go easy on you now. You deserve better. So just to clarify the rules, it's 10 multiple choice questions from a wide range of engaging categories from sports and TV to history and art. 10 seconds to answer each question, and if you answer all 10 correctly, you win a share of that £1,000. We've seen some pretty big wins in the past few weeks and some very happy players. Some users have even won more than once. So let me cross my fingers for you because you'll be needing yours. Just a warning, when you tap the answer you want, there's no changing your choice. If you're running a little late and miss question 1, your chances of winning any cash will be over. And if you get one wrong along the way, you'll be out of the running for the money, but you're welcome to carry on playing for your own entertainment. It will still be fun, and you can always try again for the cash tomorrow. Right then, there's only one thing left to do, and that's answer some questions. So, kicking things off with question 1. What days did the Boomtown Rats not like, according to the title of their 1979 number 1 hit? Sundays, Mondays, or Fridays? The song is on the B side of the album, It's All the Rage. And the band continue to make music to this day, releasing their latest album in March 2020. They've come a very long way from the hit single, I Don't Like Mondays, back in 1979. It was actually written by Bob Geldof about a murderer in California who nonchalantly cited not liking Mondays as her reason behind her motive. Well, good job, it's Tuesday then. On to question 2. Which island lies just off the toe of Italy? Sicily, Sardinia, or Corsica? A couple of famous people from this island include mathematician and astronomer Archimedes, and on the other end of the spectrum, Bond girl from The World Is Not Enough, Maria Grazia Cucinotta. It's Sicily. And not only is it the birthplace to those two legends that I've just mentioned, it is also where the Italian mob known as the Mafia originated, as well as the actual word mafia from the adjective mafioso, which roughly translates as swagger or boldness and bravado. So how are we doing after the first 2 questions? A couple of nice easy ones to get you started. And 88% of you sailing through that one. Well done to Phil 10, Reginald, David 30, Sheila 0. You're clearly liking the questions so far. Hopefully we won't disappoint you with the next 8. Moving on to question 3. The feud between the Capulets and which other family forms the backdrop to Romeo and Juliet? The Lawrences, the Cassios, or the Montagues? It's said that brilliant writers shamelessly borrow from the best, and in this case, William Shakespeare is no different. It's thought that he was inspired by a collection of William Paynter's work entitled The Palace of Pleasure, which bears some similarities. It's the rift between the Capulets and the Montagues that forms the backdrop for Romeo and Juliet. And it's not the first time these two families have been mentioned in literature. In Divine Comedy, author Dante references the two surnames more than 250 years before Shakespeare was even born. And although little is known about the families, they are thought to be real surnames of two upper-class families that did not get along. Moving on to question 4. Which of these footballers was named after a US president? John Barnes, Jimmy Bullard, or Cristiano Ronaldo? John Barnes, a midfielder who played for Liverpool. Jimmy Bullard, a midfielder having played for Fulham and Ipswich. And Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the most famous footballer on the planet, still playing in Italy for Juventus. You may have been a little tricked here because amazingly, it's Cristiano Ronaldo who was named after Ronald Reagan. Although he was of course a US president, he was also Cristiano's father's favourite film star. Nothing to do with the Brazilian Ronaldo after all. And it's good to see that Frank 5, KT and Laura 25 managed to convert that one on the spot. Ooh, it looks like it was a toughie though. Lots of you got that one wrong. 587 of you thought it was John Barnes and 626 of you thought it was Jimmy Bullard. But well done to the 785 of you knowing it was Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's question 5. Which of these stage and film musicals was not created by Rodgers and Hammerstein? Oklahoma, My Fair Lady, or South Pacific? Richard Rodgers was the first person to win what is now known as the rare EGOT, that is winning an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar and a Tony Award. And not only that, he's one of the only 2 people ever to have also won a Pulitzer Prize. My Fair Lady, however, did not contribute to their glistening career. The Bernard Shaw film starred Rex Harrison, who apparently wasn't happy with the casting decision of Audrey Hepburn as his co-lead, saying of her character in the film, "Eliza Doolittle is supposed to be ill at ease in European ballrooms. Bloody Audrey has never spent a day in her life out of European ballrooms." Rex has also appeared on Broadway with Dame Julie Andrews, playing the role of Eliza Doolittle on the stage. And 575 of you very familiar with musicals and knowing the answer to that one. Well done as you're dancing your way to question 6. Which of these is a nocturnal primate? Bush baby, spider monkey, or mandrill? Animals such as owls have evolved to see in the dark, developing eyes that are so big they can't move in their socket, which explains the need for their head to turn around 180 degrees. The nocturnal bush baby has the same problem. The big-eyed primate gets its name from their strange call, which sounds like a human baby screaming. It also, rather impolitely by human standards, marks its territory by urinating on its hands and spreading its scent as it leaps around from tree to tree. Nice. And Greg 2, KT and Yvonne must have rewatched the Planet Earth box set because you got that one right. Let's see how well you know your comedy. With question 7. Who plays Renee's brother in Allo Allo? Richard Marner, Gordon Kay, or Trevor Eve? The series is a direct spoof of the BBC drama series Secret Army. The writers Jeremy Lloyd and David Croft admitting to taking many storylines and characters directly from it. Renee's brother was played by Gordon Kay, who of course played Renee too, but let me explain for those who haven't seen it. In the episode called The Funeral, Renee begins posing as his own twin brother, also named Renee, and it's Gordon Kay who plays both roles. Moving on to question 8. Out of these 3 of Elon Musk's children, which is not a triplet? Damien, Saxon, or Griffin? Elon Musk, CEO of the recently successful SpaceX rocket launch, who put into action the first ever partially reusable rocket, has 7 children altogether, naming his youngest something that resembles a mathematical equation. His son Griffin Musk is not a triplet. What cooler father is there than one who reportedly had the Marvel superhero Iron Man based on him? Robert Downey Jr. even wanted to sit down with Elon Musk to get inspiration for the character, and parts of Iron Man 2 were filmed at the SpaceX headquarters. Just 2 questions left, and 99 of you still in the game to win the £1,000 prize. We have Derek 0, Trivia King, Quizzle, Joshua 1, you're unscathed. Let's see what we have in store for you with our penultimate question. Question 9. Which of these French winemaking regions is the most southerly? Rhone Valley, Burgundy, or Beaujolais? The swishing movement we all do when judging wine is to see if the wine will pleurer or cry. In English, dripping down the glass like teardrops with perfect consistency. If it doesn't cry, it's not considered very good wine. Poetic. Rhone Valley is the most geographically southern out of the 3 options, sitting just north of Provence. The annual production of wine from the Rhone Valley is more than 400 million bottles of wine per year, only 6% of which is white. And if a bottle of wine is around 700 grapes each, well, I'll leave you to work out how many grapes crushed that equates to every year. But you'll have to be quick because we're about to face the final question. And we have Cristiano, Trivia, and 63 entering the grand final. I think that was a tough one that knocked quite a few of you out. Only 33 of you moving on with us to the final question. 9 questions out of the way, 1 to go. You've come this far, and it's only one small step or flick of the finger between you and the cash prize. Here's our final question. Question 10. Which Jed Mercurio series first started as a book? Bodyguard, Line of Duty, or Bodies? Originally studying medicine at the University of Birmingham, he dropped out during his practice as a hospital physician to pursue a career in writing under the pseudonym John McCure. Along with his acclaimed television series, such as the BAFTA award-winning Bodyguard, he's written 5 novels, one of them being called Bodies, which was adapted for television in 2004. And strangely enough, it included some of the same characters from Mercurio's much earlier 1995 BBC medical drama, Cardiac Arrest, which was described as a blisteringly realistic account of Mercurio's own experience working in a hospital. And that brings us to the end. All 10 questions complete, some red herrings in there, but you guys sidestepped them and made it look easy. To all of you who answered 10 correctly, congratulations. We have 19 winners who are clearly no strangers to a tough quiz. Amazing work. Congratulations to Quizzle, Tony P, Kirsty L, Trivia, Raki, Charlotte 1, Pritchell, and to all of you who nailed it. Well done to you all. If you are leaving without any money, why not try again tomorrow? There's a chance to win every weekday, so please return and see if the next set of questions are more in line with your general knowledge interests, because they could well be. Even if you got the odd 1 or 2 right today, don't worry, there's no shame in that. See it as a dress rehearsal for the real show tomorrow. If you have any friends or family that fancy themselves as a bit of a genius, add an element of competition to it and invite them to play too. How many out of 10 could they get right? Thanks again for joining me today. Oh, and if you're still wondering about the grapes, it's 280 billion that go into the Rhone Valley's wine every year. A lot of grapes. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, where there'll be another chance to win £1,000 on Mal Plus Trivia Live. Have a great afternoon. Goodbye.